The Exchange Club Fair is always the biggest event in Albany with tons of rides. But this year, after Hurricane Michael, it just means more. Continuing coverage today of the Tara Grinstead murder trial from 2005, Ryan Duke's lawyers here in Ocilla today in court requesting that his trial be postponed. Now keep in mind, this trial was scheduled for Monday, April 1st. Now the judge here in Ocilla did allow the Supreme Court to take a hold of this. Most of us don't normally think about how easy it is for us to get food each and every day. But with 1 in 4 children in Georgia going hungry, helping hands, helping hunger is helping change that statistic. Here at Lee County High School today, I'm riding the seatbelt convincer, which simulates a 5-mile-per-hour car crash. Floodwaters taller than my boots in some places and neighborhoods like these in Lee County, and more flooding water is expected to come our way.
Now to Shelby Williams. She's standing by for us in Albany right now. Shelby, what's the latest down there?
Hey guys, we are in South Dougherty County right now, and the wind over here has really picked up. We're hearing sustaining winds at 30 miles an hour or more. It is coming through here. We've got a large tree line in this area back here near the EOC Dougherty County Firefighter Training Facility, and that's where we are hanging out tonight. You can also see on the ground, I don't know if you guys can tell, there's some flooding already going all over the place here. This area is even on a hill, and even on top of this hill it seemed to got a little bit of flooding. Not much going on with that yet, but this rain has just been nonstop all night long, and these trees here have really been seeing some heavy wind gusts come through, and these little thin trees here have bent almost completely over when the wind gusts come through and really hit those trees there. You can see the wind is really kicking up right now. It's getting pretty strong, and we're gonna hang out here and see if it gets any stronger than it is now. But right now, sustained wind gusts of 30 miles per hour, and hoping these trees back here are not gonna break or anything like that, but they're getting pretty unstable. And we've got some other houses over here as well that have large trees over them, and hopefully that they can sustain these winds, guys. Tracking Hurricane Michael. Aaron, a Hummer flew into the front of a local grocery store off Slappy Boulevard this morning. A man in traffic jumped to action when he realized something was wrong with the driver.
It really scared me because I saw it right in front of me, and I'm just scared I didn't pull out because, you know, I would probably got run over too. But it was really it had me shaking.
Frederick Harris was on a scooter on Slappy Boulevard when a Hummer hit a truck in a fender bender. But when Douglas looked over, he noticed something unusual.
I came across the street and I began to try to access the driver of the Hummer, but his doors were locked, and he was shaking violently like he was having some type of seizure or something. And so we couldn't get the doors unlocked. And so I kind of warned everybody to get back.
The driver then continued through Fred's parking lot, plowed into another parked car in the lot, and flew through the glass doors.
He was shaking violently, and after we saw he was laying down shaking, he got up and started shaking and kicking and fighting, as if he was fighting somebody. And so we knew we couldn't do anything but try to get everybody else out the way.
Albany police tell us they aren't sure what medical conditions the man behind the wheel has. Douglas says he's grateful he was around to help.
When you see something, it's just a natural instinct to try to help people, you know. And so we was going to try to do everything we could to make sure, you know, he was okay and try to get him out of there.
A Dougherty County school maintenance truck was also hit on Slappy, but there were no injuries there either. For now,
legs shaking now a little bit still, so
shaking up.
Yeah, I was taking up.
Douglas is counting his blessings. The only other injuries besides the driver was a store clerk who was hit with flying debris. She is expected to be fine. No word yet on the driver's condition. In the studio, Shelby Williams, Fox 31 News. Aaron, the Holly Homes neighborhood run by Albany Housing Authority saw another shooting last night. Around midnight, Albany police reported to the 900 block of Cherry Avenue where a 15-year-old boy was shot in the leg.
We heard the gunshots, and what happening is it's a lot of that going on around here because they thinking that because you on a certain side of town that you got to be affiliated with a gang.
Xavier Dunlap, a neighbor who's lived on Cherry Street for years, says he's tired of this becoming a regular thing.
It was time to go in the house because, you know, we kind of tired of the crime all the time, and we already know if we want to live, when the gun starts the shooting, you best to seek shelter.
Dunlap says he didn't know the shooter or who was shot, but he believes it was gang related. He adds that each day he's worried about his family's safety.
I got 3 children, and like I say, we waiting on our wives to come home from work. We got to get them children out to school in the morning, and this is mostly made to help raise the children, and they shooting in communities where the children at. I don't think they even educated gangsters.
Dunlap says he hopes local officials will take action and prevent the next shooting.
I think they need to put more officers out in numbers in the bad crime areas. They need to keep them in the area more often. If they got to hire security for neighborhoods, they need to put them in there.
On Thursday, 2 males were shot at the same block as well, and on Saturday, a 17-year-old girl was shot just 4 minutes away on Highland Avenue. Albany police has not said whether any of these are related or not as of right now, and APD adds they have no suspects at all for any of those shootings. You're asked to call Crime Stoppers if you have any information. In Albany, Shelby Williams reporting. Aaron Benjamin Hunsinger recently went to Atlanta and got second place in the Georgia Inventor Prize. That gave him $25,000 to grow his business and to help put his invention on the market. Ben isn't just your average student at South Regional Technical College. When he's not working out in the gym, he's building wheelchairs.
It's an off-road wheelchair with suspension and 10-inch by 3-inch front tires that we have named the Rolling Rowdiness.
He builds these wheelchairs using his welding skills from the Technical College in Thomasville.
And a normal wheelchair wouldn't go anywhere out there.
What's his motivation? His own love of staying active and his drive to not give up is what gave him the idea of making wheelchairs more accessible.
I got paralyzed in an automobile accident in 2009 off St. George Island, and it broke my back on the T4 level. And it was basically, here's a wheelchair, good luck.
Ever since, Ben has been building the chairs out of his pickup truck with his own money. According to Ben, regular wheelchairs aren't made to leave concrete and can actually injure your spine if taken over large bumps.
I grew up mountain biking, and I grew up being outdoors, so I knew about there being technology in other areas that should be for wheelchair users too.
No matter what kind of chair he's in, Ben never lets his disability define him. Ben says his next step is getting an LLC and selling the wheelchairs at a price anyone can afford. In the studio, Shelby Williams, Fox 31 News.